I would be in company with drinkers. In Nairobi, when I was recruiting the Foreigners people, we had a small hotel called Normandy, where the owner thought I was a big smuggler of gold and that I had a lot of money because I used to come with dollars and so on. So the owner thought I was a big smuggler. And, but we knew one another, the ones who were drinking in that place. There was a Kenyan minister who used to come and drink there called Robert Matano. He didn't know me. I don't know what he thought I was. Because I was supposed to be my name was Kassim. I was Hajji Kassim. So our hotel, we knew one another. So the drink mates, please don't allow anybody whom you don't challenge him. He may have no problem. He'll be just a visitor, but challenge him. Let him be checked, and before you allow him. And then the hotels and the real estate identity cards. For the buses and markets, you need to search people who are coming. There's no shortcut for that, for the buses. But it will not take long because we are really. They are desperate. They are desperate. I don't know whether to advise them to surrender, because even if they surrender, especially the hardcore, the ones who are doing bad things, we can't just forgive them. They will have to be held accountable. They have done so many bad things, but maybe they may not die. They may be sentenced to prison sentences. If they surrender, we can look at, even if he's condemned to a death sentence, but if he's not dead, there's a chance that he may get a pardon for lower sentence. So I think there is still some advantage for them to surrender now. Otherwise, they will die. We shall kill them. They have done bad things. They have provoked all this. Imagine they wanted to, if they had gone into that church of Kayanja, how many people would have died? Of saying that Islam is the only correct way of life. And anybody who does, and Islam of a certain type, and anybody who does not agree with that must be killed. Really? This is what I told Bashir, the president of Sudan, former president. We, the indigenous people of this land, this is our land. It's not the land of Arabs. It's not the land of Europeans. It is our land. So if you are stupid enough and you go to bring that nonsense here, we teach you a lesson. I told Bashir, because they talk of haram, that they don't eat that pig. Pig is haram. Haram is, I would call it a chagaro in Nyankore. I told Bashir, General Bashir, please, my list of haram is much longer than yours. Because for you are saying that pig is haram. Me, I say pig is haram. I'm a Mnyankore. Private bag, Mbarara. Ntunga, I'm not even Mbar. Private bag, I don't have post office number. We had private bag just, our letters would go through the sub-county. But we are the owners of this land. This Ntungamo, this Bunyoro, we are the people of this area. Too bad for you. If you don't like us, stay where you are. So don't go on. So I told Bashir, you say that pig is haram. Me, I say pig is haram. Fish is haram. I don't eat fish. Fish is haram. I don't eat chicken because when you eat chicken, you become unstable. Chicken is a chungu, is a bird. I don't eat mutton. I don't eat all those things. So my list of haram is much longer. But the difference with us here, with the people of this area, is that whatever beliefs I have, I don't interfere with my neighbor if he has got a different belief. For instance, although Banyankore were not eating chicken, but they were keeping chicken for the traditional religious ceremonies, okuragura. But when your Muganda friend, Ore Mukochi, Ore Muzuba from Tanzania, came, you people, you eat chicken, you take this chicken and eat it. This is our culture here. You live and let live. You have your own way, everybody knows it, but I don't interfere with your way of life, you don't interfere with my way of life. That's why you would hear that a Muganda would say, Banyankore are the ones who know how to look after cows. You come and look after the cows. The cows of the Muganda. The cows are Muganda's cows, but because he doesn't have the same passion for cows to sleep with them in the bush, in the what, you Banyankore Balaro, This is how we live here. So if they are idiots who go and pick that nonsense from Arabs and the Pakistanis and all that, you go and become a Pakistani. That's what we told Al-Shabaab in Somalia, because they brought the same nonsense there. The Somalis are Muslims, but they are Muslims who live with others. But Al-Shabaab came with the same idea. The same idea of intolerance. So when we went there, they said, you Kafiri, you go back. Okay, this is our Kafiri land. Africa is ours. It's not for those ideas. So, if you don't want us here, you go back to, I don't know where they come from, Pakistan or whatever. So, fortunately, many of the Muslims are against this. Our Muslims, many of them are against. But those who got caught up, their only chance to come out is now. Because we are not going to wherever they go. In Congo, we are following them. Sometimes they run to South Africa. Those are our allies. Once we get enough information, we shall catch you there in South Africa. Tanzania, Kenya, you have nowhere to go. Yeah. Maybe you go to Europe, because Europe sometimes they go and If you go and become a homosexual, then they can keep you there. But here in Africa, the only chance you have is surrender and go to jail, but you may not die. So I thank